Hello, welcome. For this class, I invite you to join me if you are needing sort of an energy release, kind of a reset at the end of your workday or whatever it is that you do during the day that may keep you busy. You can use this as a bedtime wind down, but this is more so just a end of the day transition from your work day or whatever it is you do throughout your day kind of to your evening, more resting self-care time. So we're going to start standing and we're going to kind of just get some energy out, and then we're going to slowly make our way to the floor in some seated postures, and then we're going to end lying down in a nice shoulder opener. So we're really trying to release tension overall in our bodies, but really focusing on the shoulders, a little bit into the hips. So if this sounds like something that you're needing, I invite you to join me. I have a couple of props here. I have a yoga block and a yoga bolster. Always option to replace these or have substitutions. If you don't have these, a thick book will work, and a firm pillow or two. So again, just kind of grab whatever you have lying around and we will get started. So like I said, we're gonna start standing. And we're not gonna do any crazy yoga postures. We're just gonna try to get some energy out. So if you want to join me, if you're on a mat, maybe you start at the top of your mat here or sort of the middle of your mat. And right away, try to ground your feet here. You can have your feet together. You can have them a little bit wider apart, whatever gives you a nice firm stance here. And then your hands, your arms are just by your sides. And maybe to start, just go ahead and start to bring some movement into your body. So for me, it feels really nice to just kind of sway side to side. My arms are just hanging loose, so I'm not trying to move my arms. I'm just moving my upper body side to side, letting my arms do what they naturally do. And maybe you can start to take some inventory of your day here. Kind of notice any anxiety, any tension, any stress that may have built up for you during the day. And maybe start to take some deep inhales through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Let it go. Few more just like that. Inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. Maybe you want to start shaking out through your hands, maybe through your legs. Again, this is just kind of the time to get some energy out, whatever you have that's built up through your day. And then maybe take a few shoulder rolls here. So inhale your shoulders up. Exhale them down your back. Take these as slow or as fast as you need to. And then reverse that direction. Alrighty. Whenever you're ready, we're gonna start to get into the shoulders a little bit. So inhale, sweep those arms all the way up towards the sky. On your exhale, start to cactus your arms here. Maybe take a little bit of a back bend. Couple more rounds of breath. Starting to open up through your chest, through your shoulders. Let's take that a few more rounds. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus. Last one here. Inhale up. Exhale this time. Go ahead and start to fold all the way down. We're coming into a forward fold here. Take your time settling into this. Maybe you find some rocking forward and back. Toes to heels, heels to toes. Maybe you shake your head and neck out. Just kind of find what you need here in this forward fold. You can grab opposite elbows for ragdoll. Again, try to let your head, neck, shoulders be really heavy here. Maybe you sway side to side. Maybe you just find stillness. Option to let those arms hang loose. Just kind of find whatever forward fold suits you here. You do not have to have straight legs. Maybe you bend through your knees, straighten. And then when you're ready, go ahead and come to a halfway lift. So plant your fingertips or bring your hands to your shins. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale to fold. Last one here. Inhale. Exhale to fold. This time on your fold, start to bring your hands to your lower back here. So option number 1 is just to rest your hands where they're at. Option number 2, maybe you try to interlace those fingers behind you. Maybe you stay here if this is enough for your shoulders. Or option number 3, you try to straighten those elbows as far as they'll go here. Again, maybe you kind of sway side to side. Find a little bit more of a stretch. Maybe you just hold this in stillness. Wherever you're at, let's try to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. And then exhale, drop your fingertips here. Let's take 3 more half lifts together. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to lift. Exhale to fold. Last one here. Inhale. And exhale to fold. Awesome. Whenever you're ready, heel toe your feet out just a little bit wider, as wide as they'll go. If you're on a yoga mat, about as wide as your mat. You're going to face your toes out a little bit further than your heels, and you're slowly going to start to let your hips sink down. Now, maybe this is as far as you go. Option here, this is where that yoga block or that book comes in. If you need a little extra support here, you can always land your hips. Just kind of notice, what is your edge here? How far can you let your hips sink down? For me, this is kind of my edge here. So this is where I'm feeling the most tension, the most release. For you, it may be higher. You may be sitting on a block or a book. There's no right or wrong. Just notice what your hips need here. If you're taking the full variation, maybe your elbows are on the insides of your knees, pushing out, hands to heart center. We're holding this shape here for a few more rounds of breath. Again, whatever variation you're taking. Try to release whatever tension, whatever it is that's coming up for you with each exhale. Option to even sigh it out for a few rounds. Take about 2 or 3 more rounds of breath here, wherever you're at. Option to find a little bit of movement. Maybe you sway side to side. And whenever you're ready, if you have a block underneath you, go ahead and move that. We're gonna land all the way down on the floor. Whew. Alrighty. We're gonna take one little forward fold here, and this is, for me, I like to use my bolster. For you, it may be a pillow, or you can just hang out without a prop. But I like to kind of put this on the tops of my legs. And then whenever you're ready, on an inhale, go ahead and start to straighten your spine. Exhale, wherever you're at here, just go ahead and start to let yourself naturally fold forward. Try to let your arms, your hands rest gently by your sides here. For me, it's most comfortable to face my palms up. For you, it may feel more comfortable to face your palms down. Try to let your legs and your feet go here, especially the tops of your legs. Really try to release that tension. Maybe you even take your hands and sort of massage the tops of your legs here to try to loosen and release a little bit more. Again, you may or may not have anything on top of your legs. Maybe you're just kind of hanging out like so. Again, for me, I just feel a little bit more supported if I have something nice and grounded on top of my legs here. We won't be here for long, just a few more rounds of breath. And as much as you can you let your head and neck be super heavy? So you're releasing the back of your neck all the way down your spine, noticing that rounding, that natural rounding of your spine here as you fold forward. Maybe you close your eyes down, maybe you don't. Just kind of notice, what do you need more of? What do you need less of here? Try to release your legs just a little bit more. Same with your arms, the back of your neck. Can your head be a little bit heavier? Let's take about 5 more rounds of breath together wherever you're at. Wherever you're at, if you feel like you need to stay here for longer, go ahead and pause the video, stay here for as long as you need to. If you are following with me, we're gonna take one last shape together. So go ahead and grab your yoga bolster, your pillow, whatever you have available to you. And you're gonna this time place that behind you. And we're gonna take a supported fish to finish our practice together. This is gonna be kind of the last shoulder opener to really help open up anything that may have been hunched over. Some of us carry stress up here. Maybe your shoulders were up towards your ears today. So whenever you're ready, you're gonna bring your bolster or your pillow flush up against you. Make sure you're feeling that up against you. And then whenever you're ready, you're just gonna lay all the way over it. An option with your legs, you can have your legs however feels best. So if you want to bend them like me, with your feet planted on the floor, maybe you cross your legs, maybe you come into some butterfly legs here if you want to feel a little bit more of a opening in your hip. You can bring the bottoms of your feet together and let your knees just fall to the side. You can straighten your legs. Take whatever feels the most supportive, whatever helps you release, let go, settle in. And as we're here, I invite you to just try to let go of everything. So starting at the top of your head, maybe start to bring your awareness to that space. And slowly start to move your awareness down into the space between your eyebrows. Can you loosen that just a little bit more? All the way down into your jaw. Can you let go of your jaw here? Maybe you even move it around, loosen it. Maybe drop your tongue away from the roof of your mouth. Down into your chest, your shoulders, letting them be nice and heavy towards the earth here. Completely letting go of your arms, your hands, your fingertips, down into your hips, your legs, your feet. Can you find a position for your legs that allows them to completely let go, to feel at rest, to feel supported? And then last but not least, bring your awareness to your breath here. Noticing your inhales and exhales. Maybe noticing that opening in your chest and your heart space, your sternum into your ribs. If there's anything else from your day that you need to release, I invite you to do that with these last few exhales. So to finish out practice together, let's go ahead, if it feels okay. We're going to take a few deep inhales through the nose and exhales through the mouth. So that a few times together. Inhaling and exhaling, sigh it out. Inhaling. Exhaling, letting the day go. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, biggest inhale. Biggest exhale, side out. As always, you are welcome to stay here as long as you need to. I hope that this practice was helpful for you to transition from your work day or whatever it is you do in your day to kind of your evening routine, being able to let go of anything that came up for you today, settle into whatever you're doing the rest of your evening. And as always, thank you so much for practicing with me, and I'll see you next time. If this video was helpful for you, I invite you to join me for live trauma-informed yoga classes, both online and locally at the Iris Embodiment Center. And as always, thank you so much for being here.